they call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner.
It's like 6 in the morning. We got the cornflakes, Ciroc and lemonade going. You know, everybody just chilling. You know, you dig? Boom. Man, let me show you. We got the fireplace jumping off. It's the after hour. I gotta go upstairs and do what I do. Alright? Ladies want to celebrate. I like celebrating life, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh. Hot summer day on the corner at home.
Y'all, it looks like Busta Rhymes is the latest rapper to get caught in the new Me Too wave sweeping across Hollywood, and we just might be about to see Busta's downfall. This new wave started after Diddy's downfall, and leak we predicted, his legal troubles have had a huge impact on the industry at large because we've seen more and more artists called out for their creepy behavior. And now that we've seen the fresh allegations against Busta, it's kind of clear that we should have seen this coming from a mile away. And get this, according to an insider, there are leaked emails that show that not only is Busta on the DL, but he also allegedly groomed young men into inappropriate relationships with him. Y'all, things are about to get insanely messy for Busta, so let's break this down. It's kind of wild that Busta is the one who is now getting exposed for being on the DL, because he has always been the type to claim to be so manly that he couldn't even let another man touch him without him trying to paint it as gay. For example, in 2006, he screamed a slur at a male fan who just wanted to congratulate him because the man touched him. So how did we get here, with him allegedly being exposed for grooming men? Well, it all started with some blowing allegations from his former bodyguard, Big Homie CC. Big Homie CC recently sat down for an interview on The Art of Dialogue and didn't hold back. He came with receipts, or at least some bold claims, about Busta Rhymes, straight up labeling him as zesty, and alleging that the rapper had a long history of questionable interactions with young men during his heyday. According to Big Homie, this revelation might sound shocking to the average fan, but within certain industry circles, it was old news. He insisted that club promoters, in particular, had been well aware of Busta's alleged preferences for years. Anytime the rapper was booked for an event, promoters supposedly made sure the atmosphere was tailored to his tastes. That allegedly included setting up VIP sections with a hand-picked selection of attractive young men ready to keep him entertained for the night. Busta has always projected an image of hyper-masculinity, gritty, aggressive, and larger than life, both in his music and public persona. But if Big Homie's claims hold any weight, there was an entirely different side to him that was deliberately kept out of the public eye. And if those within the industry were aware of this for years, it begs the question, what else has been carefully hidden behind the scenes?
I seen you talking about Busta Rhymes before.
Oh, yeah.
In some of your videos.
Oh, yeah. Super zest monster. For sure, bro. That's my thing, bro. Like, this been common knowledge, though. Like, all my promoter homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some, we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it on here. They call them fun boys. They'll say, we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause, you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that.
But wait, there's more. Big Homie CC didn't just stop at general claims, he brought up a specific incident involving actor and model Don Benjamin and one of Don's friends who happened to be gay. According to Big Homie, the moment Busta Rhymes laid eyes on this man, something in him shifted, like a switch had been flipped. Suddenly, the rapper's whole demeanor changed, and just like that, it was game on. Big Homie described the energy in the room as unmistakable. He claimed that from the second Busta locked in on this guy, he was fully engaged, moving with intention. This wasn't just small talk or friendly banter. Big Homie suggested that Busta's interest was loud and clear, making it obvious that he was pursuing more than just conversation. Big Homie didn't mince words. He claimed that the moment Busta spotted the guy, he wasted no time. Without hesitation, he pulled him straight into his VIP section and made sure sure he didn't go anywhere. According to Big Homie, Busta stayed close all night, barely letting the man out of his sight, making it crystal clear that he had no intention of letting this one slip away. And if anyone thought this was just a one-off situation, Big Homie was quick to shut that down. He insisted this wasn't some rare occurrence, it was part of a well-established pattern. Allegedly, whenever Busta hit the club, promoters already knew the drill. Their job? Scout out the most attractive young men in the room and send them his way. And once Busta set his sights on someone, that was it. Game over.
Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin, and the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, this common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, bro. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this, bro.
Just when it seemed like the tea couldn't possibly get any hotter, Big Homie cranked up the heat even more. He claimed that Busta wasn't just interested, he was outright smitten. Allegedly, the rapper couldn't stop gushing about how cute the guy was, making it abundantly clear that he was feeling him. And once he got him into that VIP section, there was no chance he was letting him slip away. Big Homie painted a picture of Busta being practically glued to the man's side all night, keeping him close and making sure he didn't wander off. Every move the guy made, Busta was right there, fully locked in, giving him his undivided attention. This wasn't just friendly conversation or casual party banter. Big Homie insisted that Busta's interest was intense, deliberate, and impossible to ignore.
So, I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around like, man, did he just say that? Man, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy. He couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
But Big Homie wasn't anywhere near finished. He had even more to unload. He claimed that Busta's so-called preferences had been common knowledge in the industry for well over 10 years. When asked why no one had ever put him on blast, Big Homie didn't hesitate. He said it all came down to access. Allegedly, being part of Busta's inner circle came with its perks, and plenty of people were willing to keep quiet just to stay in his good graces. Then, Big Homie took things a step further with another startling revelation. He alleged that Busta had a long history of lashing out at women, yet for some reason, it never seemed to get much attention. While his explosive confrontations with men were widely known, his treatment of women appeared to fly under the radar. And according to Big Homie, that wasn't by accident. There might have been a bigger reason why those stories never gained traction. He implied that, like many men who secretly live a double life, Busta might be carrying some deep-seated resentment toward women. Whether it was rooted in personal struggles, internal conflicts, or something else altogether, Big Homie suggested that Busta's alleged behavior toward women wasn't just random. In his eyes, it could be a sign of something far more complex lurking beneath the surface.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matters most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, it's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why are you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody. I'm going to the bar, sorry. Text me if it get dangerous. But there's all this club security in here, like nothing's finna happen. Nobody wanna kill you guys, bro. Like when I get jobs from people who really got a threat on their life, I move way different.
And if you think this is just one former bodyguard stirring up drama, think again. Over the years, several men have stepped forward with their own eyebrow-raising encounters involving Busta Rhymes. Take social media personality Trip Ali, for instance. Back in 2020, he uploaded a video to his YouTube channel claiming that Busta tried to pick him up while he was strolling through NYC on his way to a Halloween party. According to Trip, the rapper wasted no time making his interest crystal clear, leaving him completely caught off guard. At the time, Trip's story turned a few heads, but like most rumors about Busta's alleged nightlife activities, it quickly faded into the background. However, with Big Homie CC now adding even more fuel to the fire, those old whispers are starting to sound a lot less like gossip and a lot more like a pattern, and if more people decide to come forward, Busta may soon have to answer questions he's managed to dodge for years. Trip Ali shared that Busta invited him to join his VIP section at a club, and at first, Trip was all for it, expecting just a typical night out with the usual party atmosphere. But things quickly took a sharp turn in a direction he wasn't prepared for. As soon as Trip entered the VIP, he said Busta's behavior changed noticeably. What initially seemed like a casual invite soon escalated into a much more intense situation, with Busta's actions clearly indicating that this wasn't just about hanging out. Trip described how Busta's advances became increasingly bold, leaving him completely taken aback. Instead of the laid-back party scene he had imagined, Trip found himself in a situation that felt far more uncomfortable and unexpected than anything he'd signed up for.
And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists of all time, and back then I was really on my rap.
The night took an unexpected turn when Trip got into a heated argument with his friend, who wasn't exactly thrilled about the idea of heading to Busta's party. What started as a disagreement quickly escalated into a full-blown physical altercation, leaving Trip so rattled that he decided to bail on the entire club night. But the chaos didn't stop there. Things took a further twist when his friend's reckless actions led to them being stranded in the heart of NYC, unable to find a way home. In hindsight, though, maybe his friend did him a favor. Given all the rumors swirling about what really happens behind the scenes in Busta's VIP section, it might have been a blessing that things took a turn for the worse. What was meant to be a fun night out spiraled into complete chaos, and who knows how much more messy it could have gotten if Trip had gone through with it. By 2021, rumors about Busta Rhymes were back on the radar, with talk that he was once again on the hunt, allegedly pursuing men. The buzz was building, but things took an even more scandalous turn when paparazzi reportedly caught Busta leaving a gay pride event with a trans woman, turning up the heat on an already fiery rumor mill. This incident sent shockwaves through the media, sparking even more questions and intensifying speculation about Busta's personal life. With photographers capturing the moment, it was hard for him to deflect the attention. The timing couldn't have been more perfect for the rumors to resurface. And with this new sighting, the story just grew more tangled and intriguing. Let's clear the air. Busta's sexuality itself isn't the issue. It's the disturbing rumors about him allegedly crossing lines and engaging in behavior without the consent of others that raise real concerns. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's also his history of getting physical over what seems like minor provocations, and that's where things take a darker turn. Busta's legal issues go back to 2006, when he reportedly jumped a man for spitting on his car. That incident didn't fade into the background either. Later that year, prosecutors even tried to charge him with possession of a weapon tied to the altercation. And here's the real kicker. Billboard reported that Busta had a machete in his car. This whole situation only added more fuel to his already controversial reputation. While most people have been fixated on the rumors about his personal life, his history of violence and tendency to escalate situations have been quietly simmering in the background for years.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro.
When Diddy's alleged crimes made headlines last November, Cam Capone quickly brought Orlando Brown back onto their show. They revisited some of his earlier viral comments about Diddy, alongside 50 Cent's story about Diddy allegedly trying to take him on a shopping spree. Orlando didn't hold back, going into greater detail about his past claims and even reinforcing some of the more outlandish ones. As the conversation progressed, it became clear that his accusations were no longer just random claims. They seemed to be part of a bigger, more complicated story that was beginning to unravel. With 50 Cent's own anecdote adding another layer to the drama, it was evident that there were some odd and hidden dynamics at play, and Orlando appeared ready to connect all the pieces. Some believe Orlando is deliberately exaggerating his behavior, mixing truth with eccentricity as a protective measure. The theory suggests that he's keeping things intentionally vague and cryptic, making sure he stays out of trouble while still conveying his message. On the other hand, there are those who argue that Orlando's mental health struggles don't necessarily discredit everything he says. Some suggest that his issues may be tied to the trauma he faced in the entertainment industry at a young age, which could have shaped his perception of events, possibly making him more vocal about the darker side of Hollywood. And just when things couldn't get more intense, Orlando went viral once more, this time making shocking claims about his alleged encounters with several men in the industry, including Diddy and Busta Rhymes.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really it's really Hollywood. His star is on the floor and it's sitting right here. Like, you, unless you're not intoxicated, unless you're just, you know, you have to be really in tune with life and just notice bone structure, skin, eye color, everything. You have to be in tune and you'll be able to see it. It'll manifest itself right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But just for me to be sitting here and being like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro.
But get this, now insiders are saying that Orlando is not the only young man that Busta allegedly had a lil something with, because he allegedly did the same to some other men in the industry. With rumors swirling about this alleged freak-off tape featuring Diddy, Busta, and male adult workers, fans are revisiting Orlando's claims and questioning if he was telling the truth all along. This is a wild situation, but I want to know how y'all feel about this, so drop your thoughts about this in the comments, and then check out this next video.